Hello Sagittarius, welcome to my audio tarot podcast brought to you by me, Kathleen Robinson of 5 Tarot with Karma Queens. And as we're talking about starting a brand new year, then I thought we could do something slightly different and take a broader view of the main influence that perhaps will be coming around you during this year. After all, tarot is all about what lies ahead, so we are just pushing out that prediction from a month to a year and what might be your theme for your year. But just before we start, remember I'm available to provide you with one-to-one confidential tarot card readings through the phone or via Zoom. I even have a live online diary so that you can choose your appointment time with me. And your reading will be 45 minutes long and payable by bank transfer or PayPal. So get in touch with me for more details by scanning my QR code or email me at karmaqueens@gmail.com. So Sagittarius, the influence surrounding you this year is the Ace of Cups reversed. And you may be dealing with a situation around a person which is representing somebody's been putting too much weight on their own shoulders. They're likely to feel over emotional and uncertain about the best way to move forward, and they need to perhaps have some self-care if they can. It can be recognized as someone who's not really been feeling themselves lately. They may react quickly and act tense around others. We've got a true situation here of somebody that could be a bit of a perfectionist and finding it hard to allow themselves to take some time off now and again. It can also represent somebody who's suppressing some of their deepest feelings and finding it difficult to talk about what's bothering them, even though they know deep down it could be a great relief for them to be able to speak their mind to people they trust. Now, if there's somebody not like that around you, maybe it's yourself who's feeling that way this year, so please reach out if you can. And generally what we're talking about the Ace of Cups reversal is seeing the Ace of Cups upside down during your life means that you've been enjoying that emotional instability or pain for some time. And there is a loss that's indicated here, and perhaps something that has meant much to you is no longer giving you the joy it once had. And since cups also govern creativity, you may be also experience a creative block of sorts, where the waters of inspiration once flowed and now you feel as if they've dried up. In all of these cases, you need to examine who and what is in control of the cup. Which party allowed it to overturn? What can you do to put it on the right side upwards again? So some sadness and emotional upset can be signalled by this card. It may have stemmed from an argument or even a break-up, leaving you alone and vulnerable. It can simply mean feeling a little bit somber about your current relationship, or perhaps having a temporary loss of faith this year in it. Something's blocking you from being able to experience, give and receive true love. You may not be meeting your partner or others in general with an open heart, and it's likely that insecurity is playing a strong role here. We must be able to love ourselves before we can truly love another person. So try and look inward and give yourself the love that you want before seeking it in another this year. In terms of your career, the good news and camaraderie of the Ace of Cups is subverted. For those who are searching for a new position, you may be disappointed. There may be some negative emotions surrounding your work, and you may find frustration and obstacles, as well as a feeling of emptiness when it comes to your job. Whatever the reason is, you may likely also to feel uninspired and unmotivated in your work this year. Sometimes, as the Cups also rule relationships, you may find that co-workers can be less friendly and helpful for you this year. So do your best to weather the storm and find motivation where possible. If nothing else, try to remember that work is only one aspect of that wonderful life you've got. It's not everything, you know. So when we're looking at finances here, you may get the news that you don't quite want to hear when it comes to that. If you apply to take out a loan or receive a grant, there may be some disappointment headed your way. Perhaps asking for assistance from family or friends has not yet yielded any results either. And if none of these situations apply to you, you may just be dealing with some feelings of ambivalence or frustration when it comes to your financial situation. Let yourself feel, but don't be consumed by those emotions right now. In terms of health, it tells you that your general health is probably pretty good and may be likely to take a turn for the better. Self-esteem and self-love can be an important predictor of health. Is yours actually where it needs to be? Have a think about that. In terms of your spirituality, the Ace of Cups reverse shows the need for you to be more proactive about loving yourself. If you don't love and care for yourself, just as you are today, how can you expect other humans to love you? Being kind to yourself is so important. Consider your connections to the spiritual world. You may need more time alone to meditate that fact. So that all that's left for me to say, Sagittarius, that I hope that you found this reading useful. Until the next time, I'm Kathleen Robinson.